Welcome back to our third video. Today we'll be talking about Exodus chapter 1 through 18 by Bible School. Please hit that subscribe button. We need your help a lot, and hit that like button and comment below if you have any questions.
Exodus chapters 1 through 18. Well, in our last video, we talked about the creation and how Genesis ended off with Jacob's son Joseph in Egypt. Well, Exodus starts 400 years later when the family of Abraham increases into a new group called Israel. And the Israelites disobeyed God, and they were in Egypt, ruled by this king who wants to basically Pharaoh, who wants to basically destroy Israel. He basically gets afraid and that they'll have kids and grow stronger than him and defeat him. So Pharaoh has a solution. So his solution is to throw babies into the river to die in Exodus 1:22.
But there was one woman who made a basket for his baby to put him in the basket to keep him safe in the river. So the basket follows on the river to the king's place, where his daughter finds him and names him Moses. So the woman that's holding the baby is Moses' mom, but she ends up being his servant.
Basically, Pharaoh's daughter's servant who take care of Moses, and the woman and the girl on the left is Moses' real sister.
Moses out of Egypt. So Pharaoh's daughter raises up Moses and her real son together. So this caused Moses and the real son a big rivalry. They almost competed in archery,
horse racing, and everything. They grew up together, fighting, and everything. So one day, Moses wants to save this Israelite who was getting beat up by one of Pharaoh's men. In order to save this Israelite, he needs to kill Pharaoh's men, which he does. So after he does that, his real brother comes up to him and says everything that has happened, and that the daughter of Pharaoh's servant is his real mom and his real sister. He tells him all that, and then now that he has to run away before they capture him. So because of this, Pharaoh also decides to kick him out of Egypt.
The burning bush. So one day Moses was taking care of sheep, and one of the sheep went up the mountains. So Moses came up the mountains to find the sheep. But he found this burning bush and went, and God spoke to him, saying that he should go to Pharaoh and tell him to let his people go. God also says that he won't let his people go. So he will bring down plagues that will harden Pharaoh's heart. Now this is the whole section of chapters 1 to 5.
So through chapters 5 to 15, things get a little intense.
This is when Moses goes and talks to Pharaoh, but he refuses and hardens his heart. So through these chapters, we see a little bit of conflict, where we see God versus Pharaoh. Through the first 5
plagues, God causes Pharaoh to harden his heart. But through the next 5 plagues that are crucial, God hardens Pharaoh's heart like he promised he would. So God knew Pharaoh would resist, but he bends Pharaoh's evil to his purposes, and he causes Pharaoh to his own destruction. These are the 10 plagues. The first one is when God turns water to blood. The second one is frogs. The third one is lice. The fourth is flies. These 2, 3, and 4 cause loss of food and loss of crop. And number 5 is disease of livestock, which lower their meat and stuff. And number 6 is boils. Number 7 is hail. Number 8 is locusts. Number 9 is darkness, and number 10 is death of firstborn kid. So the Passover happens later on, and this is where God's last plague takes place when he kills every firstborn of Egypt. But Moses tells the Israelites that if you have the blood of lamb on your door, your firstborn shall not die. But Pharaoh's son died and his men died because they didn't know it was going to happen. And so Pharaoh lets the people go after his son dies. And then Pharaoh causes them to the and then Pharaoh chases them to the river. But God splits the river in half for the Israelites to cross safe. But Pharaoh meets his doom after every Israelite crosses the river, and he is still crossing the river when God puts the river back together. He drowns and dies. So the left part is here one of Israelites putting the lamb blood on your door, because in darkness when it's night the angels and Holy Spirit goes around and sees if it has it. If it doesn't, the firstborn is killed. And then the second part right here is where he splits the ocean in half and then closes it up again.
Even when Moses was taking the people to the island, they always were asking for food and water, and God provided them with food and water. From chapters 16 to 18, they were in the wilderness. The Israelites start to complain, saying they were hungry and thirsty. So God provides them food and water.
Please subscribe and hit that notification bell. And remember to like and comment down below. And thank you guys for watching. Here's our credits. And we hope you have a good day. Good night.
Bye.